Hello and welcome back to the channel. HeirofCarthage here, and we last left off with me teaching you how to traverse the Realms of Chaos. I was demonstrating this with the Demon Princes faction, and here we are in the Realm of the Blood God, folks. Yes, this is Khorne's realm, and we are to fight in gladiatorial combat until we have satisfied enough bloodshed for the Blood God, and I see a good target over here, but he sees me too, so we may end up in kind of a brutal battle with Kugath at the end of this turn. We'll see what happens. I do have a second army back home to help me out because I kind of am getting invaded by like Kislev trash, so we're gonna have to deal with them as well. At the altar of the Crimson Harvest, I do have an opportunity here. I'm gonna put in this building, this eightfold path, which is gonna give me some extra garrison, and I'm gonna also build this building to improve the garrison further. We're low on cash though, so it's a bit risky for me. Black Gulch, I think, has a pretty solid garrison. It's actually a Nurgle garrison, so we've got that set up there. So I mean, it's not bad. We got some Plague Bearers, Nurglings, and other stuff. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna leave my character here for the time being. I don't really have enough money to perform any assassination attempts, so I'm gonna end my turn. I can only show up to turn 50. We were on 42, I think, right here. So I am gonna be not able to go too many turns more here until we hit another embargo, which is coming up later this week, and then we'll be able to show you more of certain stuff. Alright, Cry of the Raven here. I'm getting a lot of lag on my screen for some reason. There, it's gone. Let's go find my lord. We were not attacked by Kugath. That was a big mistake on Kugath's part to not attack us, because now I am replenishing and becoming stronger. So I don't think that was a good call on his part. I'm gonna merge these guys, and at this point, if I go ahead and recruit another Forsaken of Tzeentch, I should be able to just go ahead and fight Kugath quite comfortably on the next turn. I mean, I could probably fight him now, but you don't want to underestimate Nurgle. They're fairly tanky. I know we haven't been able to show you their campaign or all of their stuff yet, but they're pretty tanky whenever you're fighting them on the battle map. Let's go to this magical reserves. I like that, so we can get more spells cast. And we're going to ignore that again. I'm going to save my cash because I'm going to need it after that recruiting. Let's go ahead and end a turn here. I'm going to keep an eye on the Kislevite army in the Tower of Crack there, and someone pointed out to me that they were tabbed out when I said that last time, so yeah, it probably sounds like someone's butt crack or a bunch of drugs. Either way, probably not fun. I'm going to keep improving relations with Khorne factions because they're the closest to me. None of our settlements are besieged right now, so that's good. I want to keep an eye on it. If they besiege my settlement, I want to fight back immediately. Now see, our income is way down because we're getting raided in several spots. And like I said, not a ton I can do about it right now. Let's just try and keep winning up here in the Realm of Khorne. Kugath is moving away from me towards Kairos Fate. Oh, Kugath he has enough points to try and go for the gold. So I'm going to try and cut him off. I'm going to come down here.
Presents no challenge.
I can't reach him on this turn, but we got to keep him from getting... I think down here is where he completes his mission. He's got an army in his way. I doubt he can reach there by the next turn. I don't think he can. So let's cut down this path.
Is upon them.
It says low casualties, and I hope it's telling the truth because I can't afford a bunch of casualties right now.
Face of chaos.
It was not great, but could have been worse. I'm gonna make some sacrifices to Khorne here, and I'm gonna go ahead and enter an encamp stance to do a little bit of healing. I'm gonna move here to try and head off Kugath's attempt at getting into this tower before I do, because he's got enough points to enter the tower. Now, someone wanted me to stop on this screen and kind of show some of the different upgrade, or no, it was this screen to show some of the upgrades and stuff that you get from the different factions here. So, I mean, let's see, is it this? Yeah, dedicate to Nurgle. So this is where you can pick the dedication stuff. So someone had asked that I show this, so let's show it. If you dedicate yourself to Undivided, You get access to more powerful demonic gifts and units, the Chaos Gods, so that's pretty cool. Still grant you access to lesser demonic gifts. If you dedicate to Khorne, access more powerful demonic gifts of units of Khorne. So I think that you may have to specialize at some point in order to come get these other ones. I could be wrong, though. Maybe you can do more than one? I'm not sure. It looks like you can do more than one because they're based off of glory for each other. So once you get through here, you can kind of just keep working your way up here to the top is what it looks like. So that's what the end of that tree looks like, at least for now, because I know someone was wanting to see that. See if we have any good new demon parts. This one, let's see, Arcane. I don't like that. I really like this Tzeentch's Firestorm. So I don't want to lose that with whatever I switch to. And in terms of torso, I'm using this one from Khorne right now as the Spiked Collar. Great spell resistance, Tempered Rage, good attack. This one adds extra defense in as well, so it feels like we should pick that. Though it will cost me maybe a little leadership. Our leadership's fine, so that was good. So we're gonna do the trophied collar there. Chaotic body. Oh, I didn't mean to zoom in on him. Let's go over here. Cosmic body. I like the torso there from Khorne because it gives us quite a bit of attack power. Let's take a look at wings. Bloodthirst, so it would make us stronger. The wings I have right now are the wings of Pestilence. And it causes damage to enemies around us, which is really nice. So I do like that. And I don't want to trade it for Melkoth's Miasma or this other stuff here. I'm pretty happy what I've got there. Let's take a look at arms. Right now I'm rocking this Slaaneshi Scythed Arm over here. You know, that's not my left arm, that's my right arm. This one has Slicing Shards on it, which is a really nice spell. Armored Gauntlets would just give us more attack. Defense. Man, I don't know, this base weapon damage buff. And then the Slicing Shards is pretty cool. Or do we want to go ahead and get the extra attack? It's not really going to impact our defense. Slicing Shards would be really nice. Beta Buna. Transmutation of Lead, Infernal Gateway, huge stationary area effect. Let's go ahead and grab this other side arm. Let's go double side arms. Max Slaaneshi impact there. Long, thin, expanding, tear-shaped attack, Deathbringer. Nah, I'm alright without those. Let's take a look at the legs. Desirable Light Greaves, Sinful Footing. Makes us be a little faster. Demonic Onslaught. What are our current legs doing? We've got the Desirable Light Greaves, so this one would give us more Barrier and Demonic Onslaught. This nice buffs to weapon damage, but we'd pay a little bit of a price in melee defense and speed, it looks like. It always says leadership too, but these don't have anything to do with leadership, so I don't think they do. Yeah, it didn't. Gives me an extra 100 barrier hit points as well. I'll take it. Let's see what else we got here. Wings, there was stuff I didn't look at. Same thing with head. I'm just going to knock those off because I'm not going to swap those right now. Greaves. Alright, let's go to tail. Oops, it's scrolling on the wrong spot. Serpentine Tail is like a cool one that gives us more damage, and we already have that on ours. This one would give us extra weapon damage instead of armor piercing, so those are kind of similar. All these have Serpentine Tail. I'm going to stick with the one we got because there's not a lot of differences. We can't do a hand weapon because I have Slaaneshi arms right now. So, and same thing with offhand or two-handed weapons, so not a whole lot of reason to go digging through those at the moment. Alright, so we're going double Slaaneshi spiking for max intense pleasure of killing our enemies. Let's see, I'm gonna keep focusing on Khorne's troops there.
Great reaping.
Let's see what else is going on here. We are now taking attrition, which is fantastic. How did they know that's what I want? Ugh, how many more turns do I gotta put up with this crap?
God's chosen. War.
No one else is coming to attack me yet, though, so we should be safe. Again, I'm going to save some cash because we're in a pretty precarious money situation at the moment, so I don't feel like we can spend like it's going out of style because we just don't have a lot of options. Just got to make sure they're not besieging any of my settlements. And we should be good. And we've got our iridescent horror, with a skill point. Let's unlock Arcane Conduit so we can recharge our magic quicker. Get more reserves. Scarbrand is wanting to talk to us. This is actually pretty good. If Scarbrand rolls through and starts killing our enemies, I would be totally fine with that right now. Where's this at? Oh, okay. They hadn't taken the Tower of Crack yet. They had just sacked it. So now they've taken it. No big deal. We probably weren't making much, if anything, from it because of them sacking it in the first place. Action destroyed. Our Allurus got wounded. That is unfortunate. Alright, there's Plague Daddy. He's trying to get over here to the tower, and if we intercept him, we can kill him, hopefully, and then take the opportunity for ourselves. He is a little damaged, and so are we. So we're all starting this. Let's declare war on Papa Plague.
Must die.
And let's fight this battle. I'll let you all watch this one, of course, because it's going to be important that we win this and maintain as many of our troops as possible so that we don't end up getting too wrecked here. And what this will do is this will prevent Kugath from entering the tower, and it should give me enough points in the gladiatorial combat thing that we can go ahead and enter the tower and try and claim the demon's soul for ourselves. And that is kind of how these Realms of Chaos work. Now, I'm not going to... I can show you that battle right now, I think. I don't know if I'll have time to. If I can, I will. But at the same time, like, I don't want to spoil too much from people. I know that I'm playing the game early and that it's kind of a spoiler in and of itself. I get it. But at the same time, like, I can probably limit in some ways whatever, you know, that I throw in your way. Let's do this. All these guys. I'm going to spread out wide. Nurgle usually can heal pretty good. Tank a lot of damage. I've got the Furies and the Plague Drones. I might use those to just kind of bog down and try and damage Kugath. Kugath is going to be difficult for us to hurt. And I'm going to position this chariot right here, the corn mower, I think is what we lovingly named it in the corn playthrough I did. Here it is. Sounds like a Harley, like ready to go here. So I'm gonna put the corn mower right across from those plague bearers because they're gonna be the toughest infantry. They are not, they're like mid armor. They're about mid armor, which should be all right as long as the corn mower's supporting me there. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get all my units. I'm going to pull the flyers out and my lord. I think I forgot to put that magic dude there. Okay, there we go. I'm going to do a fairly straightforward assault. My troops, Kugath has some range. So we're not going to want to sit back for too long. They've got some plague drones across from me. They're in better shape than mine, and then they've got some Chaos Furies for themselves as well.
Seeking conquest.
I don't have many missiles, though. I'm going to go ahead and go engage their Chaos Furies. And then over here, I'm going to try and overwhelm their Plague Drones. When I get into range, I'm going to stop just short and let my pink horrors see if they can do some damage to those plague bearers. Okay, those drones are a skirmishing variety and they're running away from me, so let's go after the Furies instead.
Brutalize them.
Since we've got a lot of magic reserves, I think I'm going to go ahead and dump this right here and just try and do a lot of damage to Nurgle's army. Alright, we got those Furies. Let you all see the firestorm here. Yeah, he better move, because that's going to hurt. Alright, that's going to force them out of position. My pink horrors should be in firing range. It's gonna be a great way for me to do some damage to them prior to being charged. It's counter charge.
For chaos, they die.
I'm gonna wait to charge those plague bears because I'm not in any hurry to go get in that fight. Let's see if we can get rid of these drones over there. Oh, it's switched. I didn't get to use the cataclysmic spell in time. I done screwed up.
For chaos.
Okay, let's get the corn mower involved. Some of these plague bears. Let's bring our lord back, and then we got our iridescent horror. He's got that stationary vortex that we can use. Some pretty good effect. Where's going to be the best place for a stationary vortex? Probably right here. Let's use the stationary vortex right there. I'm gonna get my demon prince down over here to help against this big ball of plague bears that went in against my bloodletters. Oh yeah, that's working real nice. Get some beautiful damage done there. We are really struggling against these plague drones, even though I have them outnumbered. What we got here? Melee, attack, reload. Let's check out our corn mower. It is doing spectacular, so let's move it over here. Kind of rotate it around and give everybody a chance to be corn mode. I love that sound. Listen to it. Beautiful. I don't have our explosion ability anymore because we switched monster parts.
Behold my divinity, ascended champion of chaos.
I'm gonna drop the Zinch's Firestorm on that plague bear. Hopefully it hits it all right. It's a lot of magic, but it's worth it if we damage up Nurgle's best units. Kind of ignoring Daddy Kugath at the moment because he's very difficult to kill. So I'm trying to focus on his minions. Buff our troops here with that Cataclysm spell.
Chaos warriors of
Corn Mower is doing absolutely fantastic, man. It is just ripping through. I love it. Let's send it up here to get these other plague bears.
The demon prince. I will raise it.
Some direct damage there. And let's see if my pink horrors, yeah, they're in range of Daddy. So let's start unloading on Plague Daddy. So here comes the pink horror. Should cause a fair bit of damage. Gonna have a really open shot at him. All of his minions are going down. We had good luck with our dual weapons. They did very well in that fight. I'm gonna want more of those.
Destroy them.
Corn Mower has been fantastic. Just absolutely leveling infantry units. Like, it doesn't have a ton of kills, but it's doing tremendous damage and leadership damage. And now all that's left is Plague Daddy. We lost our Furies, but our Plague Drones managed to win their fight. Let you all see him up close while I'm gonna let my pink horrors finish him off. There's really no reason to get into melee with him. I do have my iridescent horror that's got a spell that should be useful here. Fire it at him. Here it comes. There's the magic missiles from the iridescent horror. It's picking his belly button and throwing it at us. That's pretty gross. But yeah, he's gonna go down. So we got Plague Daddy Kugath. He's a goner. So all we lost was some Furies, and those will be fairly cheap and easy to get back. So that's great. Should be in pretty solid shape because most of our units did not take heavy damage. And we'll be in good shape to fight again should we need to. Yeah, those dual weapon warriors were quite effective. You can see they got a lot of kills. The Forsaken of Zinch are looking pretty good. Let's do some more Khorne Dominion here.
Demon Prince.
Alright, so we are down 2 units. I am gonna try and recruit them back. I am up at full. Hyros is not. And he doesn't have any armies
Supreme champion.
near him. But let's see. Okay, I have a little more time. I'm gonna keep going for now. Let's see. Chosen. Upkeep for Khorne units. Let's do a little bit of upkeep drop on our Khorne units. We've got a lot of them, and Khorne units are pretty expensive, and we are tight on money right now.
Chaos.
Let's go ahead and re-recruit our Furies. Those are very handy for certain tasks, especially against towers. We do have Screamers of Tzeentch now, which are similar to the Furies. They're a little, quite a bit slower, but they do AP anti-large. So that's also pretty nice. Kind of torn. Oh, we got the Fleshhounds too. The Fleshhounds are really good, but you kind of need flyers for certain situations as well. Fleshhounds and the Screamers would both be kind of weak. They would have to cycle charge. Exalted Horrors, but we don't have time to really do that. I think I'm just going to grab the Furies back for now. They're cheap, they're effective, they're good against towers should we end up needing to fight against them, so I'm going to put a Disc of Tzeentch for our Iridescent Horrors to get better missile position. And nothing we need to do yet back here. Let's just check our settlements, make sure we're not besieged. Because then you take attrition. We don't want to be besieged and taking attrition. And right now we are not, so we're gold at the moment. Skip this and hang on to my money. I know it's quite a bit, but I'm going to hang on to it. Just in case we end up in the negative for a few turns. I don't want to start taking attrition because we're at kind of a critical moment right now. Looks like some allies are going to come get rid of an army near us. We will take that. Plus it gives us a little cash reward there, so throw some more Khorne glory there. Alright. Let's go back to that demon. Check out Kairos. Kairos still doesn't have enough points to go for the final mission, so I'm going to move up and continue replenishing, because we'll want to replenish as best we can before we head into this battle, though we don't have to do it all the way. I'm on turn 46, so I'm not going to go over my allotted time. I'm not going to really mess with much back here at the home front. I certainly could, but I'm just going to skip this because that's not what the video is about. So some of you might be like, Air, you're doing a terrible job. Yeah, that's not what we're here for, so I'm just not focused on it right now. I don't know why I would give you military access, Snake Lady, but I would prefer not. Okay, so should be able to go fight at the tower. Try and claim a soul here. We gotta go back to the Realm of Khorne. Oh man, that's annoying. These guys moved into our
ruinous powers.
Hyros just hit top tier. These guys just moved into our area. Now we've got to fight them, which is going to cause damage to our units. That really sucks. But if I wait to enter here, I think Kairos is going to maybe make it in there on the next turn. So I don't really want to wait any longer. I'm going to go ahead and do this. So let's fight the battle here at the tower. It thinks we're going to win. We have a lot of potential troops we can call in. This is a survival battle. We operate a little differently here, so let's go ahead and load this one up.
The Brass Citadel, the keep of the Blood God, home of the Skull Throne. The Citadel is guarded by 888 bloodthirsters, but we need only breach its outer defenses to draw out the Gatekeeper. Start at the ruined fort, defeat its garrison, and capture the Icon of Ruin. This will give you a foothold and grant us supplies to reinforce for the struggle ahead. There are 2 other icons you will need to capture, and so dominate the battle. You have drawn the Blood God's gaze. Make sure you are worthy of...
Alright, we're loaded in. Let's go ahead and get things started. I'm not going to get too picky about the way that we deploy. We're just up against Khorne stuff here, and it's just going to be a straight melee for the most part. So we're forward to do a lot of damage. We got our lion screamer here. Let's go pull these units up too. Oh, there's the corn mower as well. So let's bring the corn mower up. Those flesh hounds? No, just warhounds, thank goodness. Flesh hounds are pretty brutal. Alright, let's see. I would like to clean up this fight quickly. We've got this slicing shards. Let's drop it right here. Do some damage to all these units. Our Screamer's doing good. He's up here in a good firing position, so should be able to get a lot of kills. Alright, here comes the slicing shards. That ought to cause some great damage. Keep the corn mower in the fight here. Let's bring our Lord down and help clean this fight up a little quicker. I'm going to spend too much more magic at the moment. Let's bring our horrors up here. And we appear to be putting these guys to rout. Let's go help our blood shrine. He's standing alone against some bloodletters. See if we can drop their leadership all the way out. I'm going to actually fast forward for a second because these battles can be kind of long and I don't want to waste too much time with that. So there, we killed those, and the only thing that's left is some Chaos Warhounds. Let's just finish those off with their Lord. There we go. Alright, so we're in the next phase. Let's put some towers up. I like throwing up expensive towers. You all get to mess with this kind of stuff more at some point, but to me the towers are really nice because it's just a ton of free kills. And then of course I'll put up some barricades as needed. I'll put some of my heavier Warriors of Khorne up front because they have the armor to withstand a bit more of a beating. Chariot over here. Fires in position. Let's get our bloodletters. They're a little bit trashed, so I'm gonna actually send this bloodletter, teleport it out. I don't really have a need of them at the moment. These marauders over here. Go ahead and put up some barricades here eventually too as we get enough points. You'll notice I spent money on these expensive towers. Should pay dividends because it's going to get tons of free damage for us. See how much damage it is, so it prevents me from having to do all that fighting or shooting depending on what units I'm using. So that'll put us in pretty good shape. I can also call in reinforcements. We'll have access to some Plague Bearers, Demonettes, Pink Horrors. Pink Horrors are pretty handy actually. If we can keep them guarded in the back, they can just keep shooting their missile weapons in. Go ahead and I'm just gonna kind of let the enemy approach us at this point. I'm not terribly worried about putting up a whole lot more barricades. I'll put some more barricades up later to make this a little bit easier to defend. For now, we ought to be in a good position to do some owning. Those Flesh Hounds are pretty tough units. They're gonna run headlong into a lot of armor. They don't actually penetrate armor very well, so. And I don't think the towers cause friendly damage either, which is quite handy. Let's go ahead and block these Flesh Hounds. Charge into my flank here. We'll help take them out quickly. Got this spell that hurts leadership real bad, but we also only have so much magic, and I don't want to burn all my magic reserves early in this battle. We're up against mostly weak stuff here, and it's being bombarded by my towers, so I'm feeling pretty confident. More Flesh Hounds inbound. Block those guys. Lots of Flesh Hounds right now. If you have low armor units, Flesh Hounds are pretty painful. You'll want to put a beating on them quick. Look how much damage my towers are doing to these guys on the way in. You can see all these units approaching me at like, 75% health and stuff. It's totally great. We'll take it. So that's another flesh hound we're going to put out of commission. Our warriors are standing up real nicely. This frontal assault. As these bloodletters come up, I'm going to reinforce with some Forsaken of Tzeentch. Because they do have AP, and I'm going to swing into some fights here. Throw some rot here, and then intercept these guys. Actually, let's intercept those. My warriors are in a real fight there. See if we can back up the pink horrors and keep shooting.
Followers of chaos.
This unit wins. I'm going to swing it over here. Let's use our... Oh, I forgot about the corn mower. Crap, I don't want to do that. Some extra wins augment on our lord. And let's take him up out of combat. We don't want to leave him sitting there too long. We have slicing shards, which would be pretty nice right here. Clean up that fight. Most of our way through this wave. Just gonna get my barrier back up. Let's throw some Forsaken over here to help our marauders who are getting a little bit overwhelmed. There's the bombardment. Ideally, though, I don't want to go too crazy on the bombardments because I only have so much magic. Let's bring our lord down over here to help a little. This flank is looking okay for the moment. These dual weapons finishing off some flesh hounds. We've got a few more bloodletters approaching, but we're holding out just fine. You know, this doesn't have to be the most beautiful fight. I've got quite a few reinforcements we can bring in and mess with, so feeling all right about our position at the moment.
Chaos warriors. Glorious bloodshed.
Freeze that unit up there so it'll get stuck
Demon prince.
in a bad position. Let's use the corn mower. It's warhounds.
This world is mine.
Looks like they routed. Let's go over here and hit these infantry units. The corn mower and Matt Demon. We've got tons of reinforcements we can call in, but I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to save up some points.
Chaos warriors of Khorne.
We're almost done with this wave. There's very little left. We are fighting against forces of Khorne, fortunately, so we don't have to worry about them unleashing any like spells on us or anything. But I mean, obviously they're tough in a melee. They got more chaos warriors coming. Nothing we can't stomp through. The corn mower gets some skulls for the skull throne here. All right, got rid of that. I'm gonna go ahead and start taking some of my weaker units and just teleport them out. Not gonna need them right now. They're pretty thrashed. If they can heal, they will, which is the benefit of teleporting them out. Now, of course, you gotta pay to get them back with your supplies, but at least you can send some units off to get healed.
The pangs of suffering!
That'll work for now. Let's see what kind of units we have ready to come in and fight for us. Plague Bears are really slow, but they do good damage. Bloodletters are pretty, like, kind of weak in terms of staying power, but they're good in terms of damage. Same thing with these Demonettes. Good damage, not much staying power. I'm going to wait for some of my warriors to heal up so I can bring them in. And right now I just got extra horrors. Let's get the corn mower. I'm going to do some healing on the Demon Prince here, so let's heal him up. Let's do some healing on the corn mower here as well. And kind of cheese those units a little. And then I've got some infantry units that are in decent shape. I'm going to send them with the pink horse to the next capture point. And then along with the corn mower. I don't really need these flying units a lot right now. I think I'm going to ditch the flying units because I'm not going to have to fight any towers, and I just don't think they're going to be that helpful. So I'm going to teleport them out and bring in something that's going to be more useful. I need a few units to kind of sit here and hold this point.
I will conquer.
So let's call those in. The Plague Bearers will be good at holding, so let's pull them in to stay here.
Plague bearers. Plague bearers.
like that. And I've got a little bit more cash on hand. Let's call in just a few more reinforcements to help hold this point back here. Like, let's bring these Marauders of Slaanesh back. Now, they're beat up because they started the battle beat up. This will be fine for now. We'll keep an eye on this garrison back here. Now I'm going to take these units and move forward. Oh, I want my iridescent horror. I don't know exactly what just happened there. I gave a bad move order.
The Demon Prince. Conquer as one,
Alright.
thralls.
I'm going to start moving up. Fast forward, because we got a long ways to walk to fight this next group. Could go ahead and build some barricades here just to kind of help hold. That'll improve our defensive capabilities back here. There's more towers as well. Since I got a lot of cash, I'm gonna go ahead and throw those in. That way it's just max bombardment in case the enemy's trying to get in behind me. I'll pay a heavy price, I hope. Let's see, with group ones, check. Everybody looks pretty fresh and ready to fight. I'm gonna keep approaching. I want to get my pink horrors in range and let them give the enemy some volleys here. We can keep feeding more ammunition to them as well if we have supplies to do so. We should. Alright, pink horrors in range. So that ought to get their attention.
Where chaos commands.
I am going to be kind of short on time in this battle, so I'm going to cut it off right now, fight through the second wave, then I'm going to come back to you all in the final wave just so you can kind of see what happens late in the battle. Okay, here we are. Khorne's Gatekeeper coming out.
Whose soul we seek.
Let's take him down. He's obviously going to be crazy tough in melee, and I don't want to fight him with my 2 flyers, so I'm actually going to back off for a minute and see if he'll be tempted to drop in elsewhere. So I definitely don't want him. I do have this ability that's going to slow him down for about 17 seconds, and I'm going to do that because he's in range of my pink horrors. So we're going to throw that on him.
A place of conquest.
It's going to be very, very tough. There's reinforcements available to me as well. Let's call in a Bloodthirster. I'm going to need some hard-hitting power here.
Yes. Butcher that.
Let's see if we can get our Bloodthirster. I want to get around him and attack him from behind so that our pink horrors can keep firing. Yeah, just like that. That's what we want. Now I'm getting some serious damage in. I don't have to risk my lord at the moment. Let's get some spells going to chew through some of this infantry because it's pretty strong infantry. And speaking of, I'm going to need some infantry of my own to help out, so bring in some dual weapons. They're going to be good fighters against almost anything on the ground.
Make claim. Spreading destruction.
Oh man, yeah, that Gatekeeper is getting absolutely savaged right now by my Bloodthirster and pink horrors. He went to the ground after Matt Demon. Let's do our best to get away from that fight, because that is not what we want. Let's let our Bloodthirster tank that combat, because that is, like I said, that is not the combat that we want. These hounds up. Okay, we're getting swamped a little on this flank. Got access to some more reinforcements. I wish I had some anti-large, and I really don't. Bring in these Heartseekers. They're at least armor-piercing.
The debauched ones!
Get over here and try and get after their blood shrine. I'm just attacking my own at the moment. Crazy fight going on right now. Their Gatekeeper might beat my lord at the moment, which is not what I want. I'm gonna try and get some more ammo going on these horrors back here. It's gonna take up some of my precious supplies right now. Fortunately, I have all the towers just unleashing unholy Hades all over these guys. Still 3,000 hit points on the Gatekeeper. He's very tough. I'm gonna rededicate my pink dudes to trying to take him down. Put a little melee buff over here for my troops. This is a fairly desperate fight. Gatekeeper's down to 400 hit or 1,400 hit points. Now down close to 1,000. Took a charge from my Bloodthirster. I think we're gonna get him, so I'm gonna move Matt Demon and Exalted. We've got more. Let's keep sending in some reinforcements while we got the cash. And let's throw this over here. Try and wipe out some of their. They got a blood shrine. Yeah, they got some blood shrines rolling around. Looks like the Gatekeeper is down. There goes our spell there. That ought to take care of most everything remaining. Yeah, they got some skull cannons out here. Let's send our Heart Seekers out here to get that skull cannon. Now let's bring Matt Demon down into combat. Iridescent Horror, come after this one. All right, looks good. So we're gonna take care of business here.
Chaos warriors of Khorne.
Let's try and throw down some hurt. Oh yeah, those Heart Seekers absolutely wrecked that skull cannon. Not surprised. Heart Seekers are brutal.
Obedience.
Another skull cannon, the final one. That one's crumbling.
Demon Prince. Eliminate them.
Let's keep the Heart Seekers in here because they're gonna do a lot of damage. Alright, one skull cannon still rolling around, trying to pick up some more ammo with the skulls for my troops. Looks like we're going to take care of business. I'm gonna go ahead and just fast forward because not much else to see here. And there we go. We beat the final wave and we defeated the Gatekeeper. And I'm actually gonna skip this. I don't want to give away too much that's going on here. If you all want to see it, someone else may already have it up. But there we go. We got ourselves a victory. We claimed our first demon soul. And once you're done here, it sends you back to your own realm. And folks, that is how you traverse the realms of chaos in Total War Warhammer 3. Hopefully this was helpful. Y'all leave me some feedback down there in the comments. Tell me what you think. HeirofCarthage signing out for now.